Hello, I'm Ron Briggs, Blackmore Vale Honey. If you've just watched the last episode about the roof, you'll see that the only thing that's changed from the end of that one to the start of this one is I've now got a cup of coffee in my hand. I'm really glad to get that to be where we are at the moment. It's all going really well. There isn't a lot I'd change if I had to do it again, but yeah, quite pleased. Now I'm even more pleased that we're getting onto this stage, that we can finally get it wrapped and get the thing watertight. The wrapping that we use is A1 Protect. I'll show you the wrapper in a minute. And they reckon that that's good for 18 months. So get that wrapped on the outside, get some battening on the outside to hold it in place, and then we can take our foot off the accelerator a bit then, and before we get the rest of it done. So I mean, this was always going to be a winter project after this stage. So it's I think it's the 4th of September now. And so I'll be, it's got some really bad weather coming in, so I'll be glad when it's done. So there we are then, we're all ready to go. Let me show you a couple of things that I've had to do just to before we start. So that's the stuff we're using. I've used it on previous jobs and I like this, so I am going to still keep using it. That's from Screwfix. A1 Protect. It's in metre lengths and you just overlap them. You can get different sizes, I think. So the first thing we've had to do though, we've had to, if you remember right back to the beginning, we had a damp proof course over this wall. We put some DPC, so that what you see there overlaps. It goes down there, across the wall, and then down the other side. So any moisture that does get onto the wall there shouldn't come into the building. So we've now got that put up right. We've stapled that up, so that's all up ready to go. And the other thing we've done is all the way around now for the first layer we've made our marks. Let's look at the corner. Made our marks where the first the top of the first run's going to go. So we'll get that one wrapped. I'll get someone to give me a hand for that, and we'll come on round, staple that in, and then when we've got the first one in, we'll see what we're going to do with the second one. So I reckon I could probably do something around the windows and save myself a lot of material, but we'll have a look at that a bit later. Well, I've started uploading videos now, well into doing that. I've uploaded this is going to be the 5th video, and even though we're now well into November, I've only just started uploading them, but I am going to be loading a couple a week. Interestingly, this is something we don't see much in the south. That caught us out a little bit this morning, which is quite amusing because we're not used to it down there where I live on the south coast. So that's got a few people upset and stuck on the roads, but we've got our heating on, so we're good. But I just wanted to, because when we fitted the wrapping, the weather was atrocious. It was awful. So we didn't do any filming. We just got it wrapped as fast as we could to get it all dry and down. And then I forgot to do any video after it. So this is just to finish that video off. I mean, it isn't really rocket science, so you haven't missed too much content. Just to say, what we did was, this is the stuff we used, A1 Protect. You did see on the video where I'd marked all the way around where the top of the first sheet was going to go. And with this stuff, it doesn't matter which way up you put it. It can go either or. And then all you do is put your top of your sheet, side you're going to sheet up against that line, literally go around the whole building and staple it, go across any doors, windows, anything, and just staple it to every batten, just using a stapler. Once you've been all the way around, make sure you get an overlap in the first corner where you started, or if you're going to do it just one side at a time, make sure you put plenty of overlap around the corners. And then all you simply do, your second sheet, can you see where the dotted line is? So in this case, say that's the top and this is the bottom. When you put the next sheet on, the bottom sits alongside that dotted line, so that's overlapped. And what I did there is not every batten, but every sort of third batten, I just measured it to where the top was going to go, so I knew where to staple the top, just was a bit easier. And again, wrapped all the way around there, and then I can't remember what I used on there. I think it was two just did it. I think two or two and a bit up the walls, and then when it's same on the roof, use exactly the same stuff on the roof. The only difference on the roof is you start at the at the gutter end of the roof, i.e. the lowest point of the roof, you put one of these on all the way across the roof, and then you put your second one on doing exactly the same thing going up the roof, and you keep going all the way up both sides until you get somewhere near the ridge, and then you put one of these over the ridge, stapled down on each side, and that makes it completely watertight. Now the only thing is, with the wind and everything else, those staples aren't going to last too long. So then the next thing you need to do is get that battening on the outside, and all that is some 2x1, exactly the same length as the batten, same thickness of the battens, and you just nail them or screw them up over the wrapping into the boards. And the next videos that go on, you will see that. There's plenty of that for you to be able to see. And don't cut the doors and windows out. Just cut a little slash to get into the building in the door, because you cut the windows out and stuff when you're ready to fit. So that was that. We had some horrendous weather, so I did tape on the back wall where we get the north wind. I did tape a few, tape up some of the joins a little bit because the wind was blowing the rain in through the joints. But other than that, it was good. So the battens on the front and the two sides went vertical, and the battens on the back wall and the roof went horizontal. And that's because on the back wall and the roof we're putting up metal cladding, and on the front and the two sides is wooden cladding. But again, in later videos, even though I probably won't mention it, you'll see that anyway. So that's it. So that's going to conclude this video, all about wrapping, and I hope you got something from it, and thanks very much. See you on the next video.